I'm about to go watch it. So.
Yeah, make sure everything's rolling. I don't know what the topic is, but I am going to roll with it.
Is it rolling?
It should be.
All right. Let's make sure that we're up and line.
Up and live? Up and live, baby.
We are?
Yep.
All right. Well,
So right now.
good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Cars and Yards live podcast, our first live podcast. Myself, Lewis, one of the managers here in the Venture Stadium, along with one of our newest employees, Michael. Michael, what do you do around here? Can you give everybody just a little small little summary of what you do around here?
Essentially, I am a producer or a stream manager, as you would like to call it.
Yeah, so he handles like all of our streaming stuff, like as you guys can see us now. He also handles a lot of our whatnot, so you might hear him in the background along with Rich. What times are those? Typically Wednesday through Friday, Wednesday through Saturday?
As of right now, our streams are Wednesday through Saturday. Yeah. So Wednesday we have TCG with Mallory.
Yeah.
Thursday we have, it's supposed to be comics, but we have broadened it to comics, statues,
a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything on Thursdays. Fridays and Saturdays is Sports with Rich.
And Mike. So that's generally what Mike does here for us. We're here with a live cast talking about some of the most recent news in sports. One of them being just last night. We had the WNBA draft. Of course, can you guess who went first?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Caitlin Clark.
They sure did. She went to the Indiana Fever. All right, number one overall pick. Definitely a no-brainer pick.
Absolutely.
You can never tell who's going to go number one in the WNBA like the NBA does most of the time. So
fair.
This was not shocking at all. Some of our other notable names, we had Angel Reese go to the Sky, along with the third overall pick from South Carolina. I forgot her name, but the big center. She also went to the Sky as well too. So kind of reminds me of like the San Antonio Spurs when they had Robinson and Duncan, and they called them the Twin Towers, right? Yeah. Can you imagine now the Sky, having those two big ones down on the bottom? But WNBA draft happened last night. Most people don't watch it. I caught a little glimpse of it just to watch the first round, and it's going to be a fun, exciting season in the WNBA for sure, especially with a lot of rivalries that are branching over from college into the WNBA, right? So we got the Fever and the Sky playing sometime within like the first month of the season.
Seriously.
Dude. So you got Caitlin Clark, and then you got, Andrew Reese going head-to-head again.
Anything to do to get WNBA fun would be awesome. I would love to be able to buy a box of WNBA Prism and get excited about it.
Well, we have something to look forward to this year.
So I'm saying, right? I would love to buy one. Like, you know what? I have a hunt, just like the Stroud and the Wemby hunt this year. If we have a hunt in WNBA Prism, oh my God, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be all these girls in the first round.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
So it's gonna be great. And then next year, we're looking forward to it already. A little bit too earlier, but the girl from UConn, she decided to stay for another year, and she'll be coming into next year's draft. What else? Did you watch the Masters?
I watched up to Saturday. I did not get to see who won, but it was a great Masters.
I think it was Scheffler.
It was Scheffler.
Yeah, Scheffler.
I personally called Scheffler.
Scheffler?
I liked
everything was going for him.
But I personally like Scheffler, and I called Scheffler.
You've seen us in here. We were going crazy on Thursday and Friday on the first two rounds.
The shots they were making in the wind were just mind-blowing.
It's like 35, 40 mile per hour.
That's why they're pros, but even that level.
Our biggest story is, of course, Tiger, right?
Yeah.
Tiger's still making the cut.
He's still Tiger, man.
Dude, he still moves the needle. Everybody wants to see Tiger win it again. Tiger,
I love it.
Believe it or not, for being how old he is, fused back, fused ankle, didn't play a whole entire year.
A knee injury.
Right? He always has issues, right? With injury, battered in his body. Golf does take a toll on you, and
it absolutely does.
Him to finish in 22nd, make the cut into the weekend. On top of that,
to make the cut is very impressive.
He had a bad Sunday.
So I heard he had a bad Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, worst ever. I think he posted
that's what I heard.
82.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
72. So He
Nothing to hang your hat on. I mean, I
made
know he's
records
Tiger, but
for the good and the worst as well. Too,
yeah,
so
yeah.
that was actually really neat.
Yeah, like if I had a son, I always tell him, yes, I played college baseball. Yes, I coach baseball. And I tell all my friends, get your sons into golf because you can play for so much longer. Even if you retire, guess what? You can still play.
Being 37, I never thought I'd say this, but I actually enjoy watching golf, and I'm thinking about getting into it. I will have to say this for anybody that has never played golf. Let me tell you, this is one of the most mind crazy type of games to ever play. It is very mental. It's very mental getting that ball into that hole. I've tried it one time.
You have clubs?
No.
I have an extra set of clubs.
I was the best man at a good friend of mine's wedding, and it was my job to, of course, have a little bit of fun before. So one of the things was go out for golf.
Yeah.
So we went out 6 o'clock in the morning, me and 3 others along with the groom, and we said, look, we know it's all about fun and games, but let's try to just really try golf for competitively for the first few holes.
Yeah, why not?
Let me tell you, that was probably one of the most hardest things. And I'm very athletic. I am very competitive.
I was a college athlete and I struggled
so hard.
First couple times I struggled.
So ever since then, I had so much more respect for the game of golf.
It's insane.
If you don't believe me, try it.
It's insane.
It is. It is.
It is so insane. And if you do ever want to play golf, like I said, I have 2 sets of clubs.
Oh, we'll probably have to go out there and make this a company thing or something.
Let's go. I do have 2 sets of clubs because that's the one rule.
Bragging rights.
That's the one rule. You have to have your own set of clubs.
I'll buy some clubs.
I have.
With a bad back and all, I'll be out there like Tiger.
I got
just
2
bad
sets.
back and all.
I got 2 sets, baby. Here's what you do. I'll tell you. Hear me out. This is how you do it. This is the cheat. You bring 2 sets because I have my practice set and I have a very nice set. You
can't be cheating like this, dude.
This isn't cheating.
You're already cheating. We haven't even gotten on court.
You don't even know what I'm going to say. You don't even know what I'm going to say. This isn't me doing a homie hookup. You put the bad set of clubs in the back of your cart. You don't pull a single club out of there, and we share clubs.
Okay. Well, we'll talk when we get. So
when the range officer drives by, he sees 2 sets of clubs. I'm doing he's just testing out a new driver, see if he likes it.
Yeah,
I've done it more than once.
We'll figure that out when we get to that.
That it is fun.
Some bragging rights around the shop.
I'm down. Please, I'm down.
Another big thing starting off today we have is the NBA playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
So we have the play-in happening tonight. We have, I think, the Pelicans are hosting the Lakers. I'm going to get the numbers out correctly real quick, so everybody, so we can get these numbers down correctly.
Are we going to talk? Who we think?
We got Pelicans hosting the Lakers at 6:30 p.m. today Central Time. The game right now is at -1.5 in the Pelicans' favor, of course, because they're the home team. However, a lot of people underestimate
LeBron.
Playoff LeBron.
I was going to say it's really
a whole nother monster. He turns it up a notch, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Who do you got? But you also got Zion playing really good ball, man.
To be fair,
the Pelicans are playing really good ball.
To be fair, I have the Pelicans. I say that very, very hardly because I have a hard time betting against LeBron, but I have the Pelicans.
I'm never going to bet against LeBron. I'm taking LeBron. He will pass the Pelicans and get into the playoffs.
Wouldn't be shocked.
That would make them the
Pelicans have a young team.
It would make them
right?
the second lowest team, so that means they would take on. I think the Nuggets squeezed into second, man, because I think last second. Let me see. Yeah, Oklahoma last second took the number 1 seed over the Nuggets. Yeah, so that would put that's crazy. Oh wow, that would put the Lakers playing Denver if they win. Whoever wins out of the Lakers and Pelicans plays Denver. Whoever wins out of the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings plays Oklahoma.
I can't go against Curry.
I see that, but then again, Kings have been slowly
on the rise.
That's
not wrong.
So that's our other game tonight as well too. Is Golden State. Sacramento Kings is pretty much it's a home game for
Pelicans
both.
Are going to be my dark horse. Can't go against Curry. That's what I'm calling.
Me neither. I can't go against Curry either.
I think the Pelicans with the younger team that might go against them, but youth also might prevail.
Yeah. So we have the playoffs starting tonight, playing tournament. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how this ages. Like on our next podcast, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Our predictions
Your
here.
predictions here.
Baseball. Let's talk a little bit baseball. Biggest news:
Ooh. What is the biggest news?
Jackson Holiday getting called up to the Orioles.
Oh, that's yeah.
That's like
right.
4 days old. But I
I
mean,
thought you were going to go Tottenham. I was kidding.
big news, right?
But that's
I mean,
massive news.
we knew it was going to happen.
He is an amazing talent. He has every tool needed. Doesn't shock me whatsoever.
But I mean, we knew it was going to happen.
We knew it. Yeah,
it was
we
just a
knew
matter of time.
Yeah, we knew
after
it.
the spring training, I was wondering why they put him back in the minors
They have to for
contract.
not even contract, but it's respecting seniority a little bit.
Got it. It's a respect
And
thing.
let him. He earned it. And he earned his way onto the team.
And then like a month later, they bring him up,
And that's exactly right.
and
That's
he's been doing.
exactly what
he
they
has been
do.
putting up crazy numbers, but he's been doing his job.
It doesn't
RBI,
matter.
sack.
He's a young
You know?
young kid with young talent.
Definitely
It's huge.
surprising team this year. So far,
Surprising team.
2 weeks into the season. What are you thinking?
Astros. In a
Why?
negative,
Because
in a negative way.
In a negative
In
way.
a negative way. I'm
They're 6 and 12.
shocked.
They're on
I'm
the bottom.
shocked that the Oakland A's are doing better than the Astros.
Bottom of the AL West. They are 6 and 12.
That to me is shocking news.
And they play my Braves tonight, and they lost last night to the Braves 6-1.
That's not shocking news, but the Astros, the way they're playing, is shocking news to me.
It's horrible. They actually had one of the top 4 offenses going into the season. Would you say that injuries have been hurting them?
Injuries has plagued the Astros.
I think like two of their aces are on the
Hunter
the
Brown.
release.
Don't get me wrong. If you're listening, Hunter Brown, I just don't think is one of your top starters. I think he's a long reliever pen guy, in my opinion. And I don't say that as a
He has a
diss.
16 and a half ERA. Ooh.
Right, which it's a different
He plays
role.
tonight.
It's a different role. Learning to be that guy versus being in the pen versus being long relief or even in the back end and it is a different guy. You're going against different talent. It's no different. So let's say in college you get a 3-game series. Friday night versus Friday night, your two studs are going to go at it. A Friday night guy has a completely different kind of mindset than your Sunday guy. Your Sunday guy is, I'm just going to have to try to outbeat this guy and make sure they don't outscore me. I know that's baseball, but both sides know we're going to
Friday Night Lights is something totally different than a Sunday afternoon.
That's exactly right.
Well, under the lights. If anybody's never played
that's
under
the
the
same
lights,
thing. When you have two aces go down, in the back of your mind, you're thinking, I got to step up. Now I got to be this guy. It changes you a little bit. It changes your mentality. It changes how you pitch.
motivation, adrenaline, all that.
It
comes into play.
changes, right?
As a person that's played 14 years on the diamond, I mean, this is definitely true. It's a fact that what you're saying is completely true. I mean, when you go play in the daytime, it's like it's another game. You have a little bit of motivation, determination, but when you turn on those bright lights and you step on that diamond, it's a whole different.
And you
whole
start
different
being
breed.
that guy that the
You
team
start
is like,
being him.
they're pushing you. You are him. You're like,
because you know it's
that guy, right? You know what I mean? It's a whole nother deal.
So that's your disappointing of the season so far.
Yeah.
Your disappointment. I would say my disappointment would be. I would have to line with you, Houston Astros as well. I agree with you.
I'm
100%.
shocked. I'm
Yeah.
really shocked.
I would not expect them.
I'm shocked.
To be 6 and 12 through the first 18 games, first 20
I'm
games.
shocked.
Yeah.
Team I'm not shocked about is the Rangers. They look scary.
At 9-9, they're just at 500. They just lost today to Detroit Lions.
It doesn't even matter to me. They look scary. They look like at any minute when they get hot, the Rangers look to me to be scary.
I have a little bit of a dark horse here.
I'm listening. I can't wait for that one.
Cleveland Guardians at 11-5.
I've
I would
always.
have never seen that happening.
They've got a lot of draft picks.
11-5, man.
They've had a lot of talent that they've got in the groom.
All I'm going to say is 11-5, top of their division by.
Well, if you look at hear me out on this.
Only a half a game. Kansas City Royals are right behind them. I thought Kansas City Royals. That's another dark horse right there. That AL Central.
That is not. You're not wrong. But hear me out on this, because I've watched a lot of, let's say, case rips of like the first Bowman or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
The Guardians hit. They just have so much talent through their system that to me, they've just been building up their talent. They're doing the same thing the Astros did to get to the point where the Astros were.
Well, I mean, this is the part of the rebuilding, right? You
is.
suck for 5 years.
You suck for 5 years, and all of a sudden you
five years you make those. You make those
you
changes.
make the right moves. Some things
Here's
click.
a prime example. Not only the Cleveland Guardians, but we've seen it last year.
Yeah,
the Orioles.
Okay, so I have a friend.
Great farm system.
I have a friend that does the Orioles analytics, and what's crazy is he started about 5 years ago, and they got real big into analytics, and he's really good at analytics. And they went hard into analytics, and I believe that's what.
That reminds me.
Really
Remember
helping.
that game, that movie with
Don't tell me Moneyball.
Moneyball.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of that.
They pulled.
By the way, that's still a phenomenal movie.
Oh,
and whenever I
yeah.
see it, I gotta click on it and I watch it.
I'll watch it too.
With Brad Pitt I forgot his name.
Star Wars.
I know what you're talking about. Anyway, Moneyball. Great movie. If you guys have never seen it, it's a classic. It's not too much of a classic, but it's a great movie. It's a true story about how the A's, a low-priced team, actually was able to compete with people like the Yankees that have all this money to just dump in to their players.
The analytics guy actually graduated and came from Rice.
That's crazy.
And I used to coach on the side because I couldn't. But on the side I had the entire pitching staff dang near close to of the Rice Owls. I got to get a lot of insight. That guy's analytics off the chart, and he went to the Orioles, and I actually got my name put up on the table. I'm like, I don't want to do pro ball.
We can talk and predict all the time, but numbers don't lie.
Numbers do not lie.
Numbers tell you everything you got to know.
That's exactly what the Orioles did. They say, look, Astros are doing something right. We know what they're doing right. Yes, they might have some things on the side that they might not be doing right, but so is every other team. But what are they doing right? It's the analytics. Their development and their analytics were par none. So they copied that, and guess what? Look at where they're at.
Yeah. The Orioles, I think, are going to make another huge push this year. They were one and done last year. They won their division. However, they went 0-4 in the playoff.
They're not used to being there.
No, it was like a new territory for them.
It's a new. It is a new territory. Well, look at the Super Bowl. Can you look me in the face and say that the Chiefs should have won the Super Bowl?
No.
The 49ers were not they were not
49ers
ready.
should have won that.
They were not ready for that stage.
The 49ers should have won that.
They were not ready to make the adjustments. They were not ready for the spotlight. They were just not ready for what it really takes.
Very true.
And Patrick Mahomes knows what it takes to win. He's like Tom Brady. You might beat me in the first half, but I'm going to figure out why you beat me in the first half, and I'm going to beat you in the game. That's the difference.
Well, speaking of Mahomes,
love the guy.
Can you give him the GOAT status yet or no?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Tom Brady's still the GOAT.
What makes you the GOAT?
Tom Brady makes it the GOAT, for my opinion. Not only did he do it for so long, the players around him had so much faith in him. Not just that, what truly just solidified it is when he went to the Buccaneers and said, you know what? Give me Gronk, I'll get you a Super Bowl.
I'm going to show you how I do it with a different team. I don't need Bill.
That's what I'm saying. Let me go win a Super Bowl. He said, let me go win a Super Bowl for you.
Yeah.
Now, if Patrick Mahomes...
He did it in year one, too, huh?
Year one. If Patrick Mahomes did that,
so crazy.
I would say, you know what, Pat? I would have to say y'all are tied for 1-1. I really don't know how you can overtake Tom unless Patrick does it for another 15 years. And then, you know what I mean? He just keeps doing it, and then like, okay, maybe he is. See, the thing about Patrick is such a good team guy that he rallies the entire team. He rallies the defense. He rallies the coaches.
He has some great traits about Brady. We can't compare him to Brady. That's like comparing LeBron to Michael Jordan. You can't. It's two different eras.
Two different eras, two
yeah,
different
the same
times.
sport. The sports have changed.
The sports change every
You know,
5 years.
Now they come up with the no tuck. I mean, not the tuck rule. The no shoulder. Oh no, what hip drop tackle this year? I mean, how defense is going to play?
I
now,
don't have a clue.
So it's getting a little bit softer.
I have a hard time when it comes to sports, and I'll say this in the top 5, because every one of the top 5 of each sports knows how to win. Good players know how to win. And how do you compare two players that know how to win?
By rings. That's how you compare them. Okay, they win a lot. Okay, but how many has more rings? Just like they compare LeBron and Jordan.
Yeah, right.
What does it come down to? Rings.
That's
how you compare it, right?
You're not wrong.
So, I mean, we have, Mahomes at 3, Brady at 6. I mean, I say once he wins his 5th one, then we can kind of start putting him in
if
that
Mahomes
that
gets
talk.
to that 5th ring talk,
We can start putting him in that
you
talk.
start putting him in that he's number 2. Now, can
because
he
right there, at 5,
overpass?
he puts him in line with Joe Montana then, right?
And then I would put him above Joe Montana. Even though I love Joe Montana. Joe, you're listening. Once again, I love you.
Again, different era.
Different era. Then
Back when you can clothesline people and not get
yeah,
flagged.
yeah, exactly. So agreed. The only real way you can actually do it is by rings, of course. But in sports, there's so much more that really matters. It kind of sucks. At the end of the day, trophies and rings are all you can do to compare.
Oh, that's what we play for, right?
But that's what you play
we
for.
play for our legacy, which our legacy is definitely counted by rings.
That's
in
exactly.
a way, unless you have a legacy like Griffey, where Griffey just changed the whole scenery of baseball when it came to style, when it came to a swing,
all of it.
when it came to making look everything great.
He's still influential.
And he never won any rings, but he's still very influential because of what he did for the game, and it's still happening to this day.
For the game. Well,
dude, they release any of his shoes. I'm first in line. I buy his shoes all the time.
Me too.
Love his shoes.
All right. So to your point, I'll make it to your point. So when I coached at Concordia, my first year there, we got 2nd place. Yeah, we got a little tiny, cool little necklace and a little
first
trophy,
loser, baby.
But we felt awful. Not a single one of us felt like a winner.
No.
That 2nd year when we went out and we dang near ran rule the team to win state, we were winners.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, I mean, we want that championship.
I understand. Yeah, I agree.
We play to lift up that trophy at the end of the year.
That's what matters. I agree. That's what matters.
All right. So speaking of baseball,
that's not easy.
No, it's definitely not easy. That's why people, you see people cry because of all the hard work they put in.
Oh my God!
Just short. All right.
Of course.
So speaking of baseball, here at the shop tomorrow we have 2024 Topps Chrome Black releasing.
Nice.
Very, very affordable hobby box. Only 4 cards. 3 cards come in a pack. You get 1 type of parallel, which is typically numbered.
Okay.
And then you get 1 encased autograph in the back, which can be either numbered or not, but it's a guaranteed auto.
Okay.
And sometimes they come out numbered. Sometimes both, you get 2 numbers. Sometimes you only get 1. However, it's only a 4-pack deal. We get that in tomorrow.
I've always loved black.
Topps Chrome Black.
They've always
beautiful
been gorgeous
cards. Beautiful cards.
They've
It's got
always been
that
gorgeous
matte
cards.
back, and then the players and some of the accents around it are shiny gloss, so it jumps off the card.
Gorgeous
really,
cards.
really nice. So if you guys haven't seen Topps Chrome Black or haven't been able to open up none,
Plus, you get a low enough number. We got bounties in the store too.
Definitely,
So it's a win-win.
it is.
I'm just saying.
People learn about our bounty system in the
Hey,
shop.
I've used the bounty system here so much, it's not even funny.
Yeah, so Mike and a few others love the bounty, and that's
Love
why
the bounty
in here.
system. The bounty system's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's awesome. We get everybody to come in here and have fun with it. How the bounty system works is pretty much I have a list of numbered cards. If you hit a certain number, you get a certain amount. You don't have to surrender the card. The card's yours. It's just our way of saying thank you and allowing us for posting for hits on our social media, which is really neat. It's a win-win situation for you guys. But if you haven't tried any Topps Chrome Black for yourself, please come on in tomorrow and snatch yourself up a box. We should have a good amount of it. Releasing tomorrow. As far as releases, there's not much stuff releasing right now. Like, we just had Heritage last week, which has been great.
Heritage has been fun. That's a fun rip. That's been a real fun rip.
For less than $90, it's a fun rip.
It's a fun rip.
Especially with loaded hot boxes, some good chase cards like the the Juan Soto
Yeah.
with the inscription of my first Yankee,
Yeah.
Yankee
I agree.
autograph card. This is a nice little chase right there. We don't have any football releasing till
I'm so sad about that because I love Optic. Man.
Optic doesn't come out to June. They just postponed it until June.
That's what I'm saying.
So for
I
all my
love
Optic football guys
I love Optic,
and
and
gals,
it is.
It doesn't release till June. They got postponed.
Yeah, no, it's
However, we still have
stuff.
we still have basketball. So we just recently last week had Origins drop. Origins H2 comes out on the 24th. It's a lot cheaper, but still, I mean, you're not going to get the guaranteed autograph or mem or anything like that inside every box.
Unpopular opinion. I like Revo better than Origins. Revolution this year, their cards are
Revolution
gorgeous.
is one of the most underrated.
It's so gorgeous.
Just set releases.
You're right. They're gorgeous
Speaking of
this
that,
year.
we are getting some more. We are getting restocked on some
They're
more
gorgeous.
Revolution.
I'm gonna pick
The
up a
Wemby
box.
hunt continues.
I'm gonna pick up a box myself. I'm not really a big basketball guy, but I will pick up Revolutions.
Yeah, some
Origins,
other.
don't get me wrong. Origins has been great this year. I've watched quite a bit rip. It's been great.
Yeah,
I just Revolution this year has really done it.
we don't have nothing really coming out till the beginning of the month of May. I
Yeah.
mean, we have a little bit of soccer. Soccer starting to ramp up, and just leaf metal stuff that we kind of just not too crazy excited about.
Now, are we gonna do any kind of breaks for the store? Are we looking into doing any of that?
We are looking into doing some more breaks here in the store. It's just that we have to be very very careful with them, simply because for how well our prices are, our stuff tends to sell out really quick.
That is true.
And we love to be competitive, and we love to have great prices for you guys all. And
If someone find us
putting
better
it in a break,
prices,
putting
I
it in a
dare
break
you.
takes away from people being able to come in here and buy a box for themselves and for
That's
them
true.
and their kids to open up. We don't want to take away from that. So we're being really selective on breaks. However, you can go to our webpage and periodically check under the breaks tablet to go ahead and see what breaks we do put up there. We typically go ahead and post it on our Facebook and sometimes some of our other social medias
Like Instagram,
with a
maybe.
link. Yeah, and then you can go right into it, lead you directly to it, so you can pick your spots. But as of right now, I mean, with not a lot of huge releases, we're not doing many breaks.
That's
going
what I
on.
was
Yeah.
wondering. I just didn't know if if we had any idea of mix and matching or.
We're trying to figure a few things out with that.
That's
It's
fair.
a lot more that goes into breaking.
It's
For you
not
guys
easy.
that don't know what go into breaking, it's not only just putting some cards here and opening them up and getting crazy about huge hits. It's about not only putting it together, making sure it's affordable, making sure it gets sorted properly, and it gets back into the buyer's hands without any type of discrepancies.
I can
All right,
speak
so
to that.
there's a lot
I
that goes
can-
into that.
I
So-
can speak to that big time. I don't mean to interrupt.
So here's a good example.
Me and Rich did one.
yeah, you guys did the whole case, right?
We did a whole case of tops. It took us hours on top of hours on top of hours to
To
make
sort.
sure all the cards were sorted, sleeved, and properly taken care of. The back end of it is just
So much
a
that
lot
goes
of
behind
work.
the curtain. So there's a lot more that has to go into doing a break. And with how busy we are with some of our events,
Yes.
it just isn't like
It's not
in
easy.
our favor, at
it's
all.
not easy.
Speaking of some of our events, you guys can catch us at the Dallas Card Show on May 16th. We'll have we have a few tables up there. Come by, say hello, join into our giveaway and our spin wheel, and come say hello. I will say this now: I will give you a free spin at our wheel if you can come up here and show us that you have liked our video and just comment "free spin." All right, and just show me that, and I'll let you guys get a free spin for some type of goodies on May 16th.
It's one of the
Up
best
in
deals
Dallas
I've
Car
ever
Show.
heard in my entire life.
We also have one 2 weeks after that here in our own backyard at the Conroe Sports Cards on June 1st and
Always
2nd.
a great time.
Always a great time.
Always
Always
a
a
great
great show. Some of our great. It's like our locals here. Everybody knows everybody. We're
It's
all a great
always
bunch.
a great time.
We help each other out. It's a great event. Thank you to Shane that put together this event. It's been going strong and it gets better every event.
It really
just-
has.
It's awesome.
It
I love
really has.
So those are our next two events coming up. As far as events in the store, I don't think that we have any that we've solidified yet. But make sure you guys just
We do have
jump in
trade
on
days.
Check it. Oh, we do have trade day.
That's
Also,
about
my apologies.
that's about our big events that
So
we host.
we have
trade
trade
days.
day. It's actually on the 19th. I think it's this week.
This one
This
right?
Friday.
Yeah, this
Let
Friday.
me double check. Yeah, this Friday.
Yep.
I'll be hosting it. Mike will be here. The gang will be in here doing their whatnot thing, and I'll be taking care of everybody on the floor. Make sure you come see me. Bring your cards in
Oh,
that
I'll
you
be
want to
early.
trade. I'll be here with my own, along with. a
I'll
few
bring
other
my
people.
own stuff too, as
Yeah.
always.
We have a good time up here.
It's great. We get a good showing.
Yeah, we're gonna have lots of product. We have a lot more, cards on the shelves now that you guys can purchase, whether they're raw or graded.
Yep.
We should have enough inventory to get us through the weekend and even into next week. As far as that, I don't have any more information for you guys as far as events. However, to be notified, make sure you guys go ahead and click that bell down at the bottom, or you can go ahead and jump on our Facebook and just follow us and put your notifications
That's
on
the
there.
best way to do it.
All right, so you guys get a nice little notification bar, letting you know when we drop something or post something, so you guys are in the loop. Want to make sure you guys are all in the loop. Even as a manager here, I stay notified as well too. I get notifications on all that stuff. I want to know what's going on within the shop as well too.
Something fun that isn't started yet that I am hosting in the head of is we're going to have our own store TikTok. So we will have an extra
Nice little
social.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty fun, and there's a lot more to come with that.
We're gonna make some funny videos or what? Give everybody googly eyes.
We absolutely can. We're going to have some fun stuff going on with TikTok. There's some stuff behind the scenes that's going to happen because of it.
Hey, don't tell them too much.
I said behind the scenes that's going to happen. It's great things to come. TikTok will be another one of our socials. So whenever that happens, if y'all could give us a follow, that would
that'd be
help
great.
us so much.
It doesn't take much to just click on the follow.
You don't
and
even have
just
to watch our videos.
Stay up to date on the information that we pass.
Yeah, 100%.
Again, this is our first one, so we'll periodically get better as we go forward with this. But do you have anything to pass down? We're gonna kind of.
Nah, the TikTok thing was my thing. Like that the TikTok thing is going to be very important. It's going to really help the shop. Once again, you don't even have to watch the videos, just to follow. It goes a long way.
It does.
And we appreciate it way more than you can possibly imagine.
One of the things that I want more people to enjoy our shop. Our shop, even after 2.5 years plus of being open up here, we still have people saying they don't know about us. They don't know where we're at. Mm-hmm. They didn't know we had a shop here. Well, let's help them by, sharing our page and hitting that algorithms so that other people can find our shop and be able to get great deals on product and great events. So please just
we love the hobby too. That's why we're here.
I'm going to go out and do unboxing here. Sure.
Yeah, but we love the hobby too. I mean that is 100% why we're here.
We're collectors and hobbyists alike. So
yeah, we're no different.
All right, Mike. Do you have anything for anybody?
I think we're good.
All right. You guys can't see her, but she's off over here to my left. Victoria, do you have anything? All right. Victoria's always hiding somewhere.
We got our producer over there. She's making sure we don't do anything wrong. So.
She doesn't want to share her beautiful smile with us. It's fine. We'll get her one time on here.
I've already told her I'm making sure she gets on.
Yeah, we're gonna get her on one time.
She's gonna get in here.
All right, appreciate you guys hanging out with us. You guys have a great day. See you tomorrow for the Topps Black Chrome release. Till then, toodles.